If you found the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days,
Welcome to K's World. K's World is the landing platform of all avenues of God's work in my life. K's World is the host of Abundant Baby, Nourishing Berry, and the Pit to the Palace podcast. My world in God's hands, revealing life to the nations. Hey, it's Abundant Baby, and welcome to the video. So this topic is going to be a little bit more serious. Not that any of my other videos have not been. This video is actually something that we do not speak on a lot or very frequent. So I am here, and actually I was inspired by this young girl on Instagram. Someone posted her, and she was sharing her story of sexual abuse between her and her boyfriend, you know. And we are aware that these things happen, but it's not enough light that has been shed on them. So basically in the video she was explaining how they were into a relationship and he was making her feel like this was out of love and stuff, but in reality that is all he wanted. And that could be really detrimental to a girl, a female, or even a guy, because females do it as well, right? And that is something that I feel a lot of women go through and don't even really speak on, because they don't even know it themselves, because they either feel like it was their fault, they feel too dirty and ashamed to even speak on it and to share it publicly. But I want to remind you guys that we are one. Like, we are queens of different shades, colors, shapes, sizes, just different beauty, you know, different language, different creativity, different mindsets, and we create this one image, this one beautiful queen, but there is more than one crown. Situations like this is what turns us against each other. Situations like this is what causes division between females in the areas of competition, or she looks like that and I don't look like that, and I look like this and she looks like this, and like that comparison, you know. And this could happen in all areas in lives, whether you are a male or female. But today's video is directed directly to my females, because I feel you, sister. I feel you.
Two queens of different descent, shape, shade, and wit. Thank God that this crown was designed to fit you. Thank God, even greater, that there is more than one crown. Not to compete for, but your own place. Why envy when your spot is reserved? I can't compete when she is not me. My only competition, me in the mirror. To decide, will I grow this day to see the next? To uphold a heavenly kingdom. Trauma underlying, scars covered, will the many queens arise? Glow, baby, dance, love, creative juices flow, let them curves show. Created out of love to love, lie surface your temple saying look over there, demanding your own beauty to be morphed into another's. Mental pain, now you're possessing your lover. May our new security be in our predestined image, not the one we conform to. Oops. Baby, I'm not her, so I don't know why you stare. Queen, leave that boy at the door. You can't teach him to love you. You, your intelligence, you, your ways of humor, your ways of dressing, your desires. May we rise to all capabilities. Strengthen my creator, help for my sister.
And that is a poem that I wrote in a moment of actually feeling challenged by my own mind. Yeah, these minds, they go crazy. As females, we are very emotional creatures. And that just manifests in parts of our lives, like in certain relationships. Like when I was writing this poem, I was pulling myself away from guys in my life, whether they are friends or, you know, my boo. But I was pulling myself away from because of trauma, like that has been underlying, and like these scars that have constantly been covered. And in that manifestation, there was been comparison. You know, I go on TikTok, I go on Instagram and be like, oh my gosh, she is beautiful. And then I'm over here feeling trash that day. So then that comparison likes to rise up in the mind. And I just want to remind you guys again that you are not the only one. I had to remind my own self that I was not the only one, and that God surely created this crown, I know you see it, this crown for my head, and that the crown he created for my sister is for her head. So for me to desire the things that she has and for her to desire the things that I have is kind of being ungrateful for what God created us. Oh girl, like someone is literally running outside. I need to get back out there. Comment down below if you work out, because your sister needs to get back in shape. Like, honey. So I say all of this to say we must invest in ourselves, and if you need to take time off of social media, trust me, I do it all the time. I will literally throw my phone in a drawer so quickly because I feel myself feeling some types of ways, you know? And it's not about running from the issue, but it's actually taking time to water the garden that's in your heart and to just invest in yourself so you can invest in your sister. If we can't love ourselves, how can we ever possibly encourage our sisters? If God didn't take me and like encourage me that day because it was just me and him, he was dealing with just me, those issues, that pain, those memories, he was literally pushing all those buttons and it was just me and him. If I just kept scrolling and distracting myself, I would not be able to be on here right now and to encourage you. And I still need that encouragement. Trust me, the devil's gonna come. When you decide that you want to do better, that you want to love your sister, that you want to unite, that you want to love, when you want to do these great things, the devil's gonna come for you. And we better be ready, because he's not playing and we shouldn't be playing either. You know, these emotions can literally either kill us or grow us. That you are not crazy, that you are not bipolar, that you are not psychotic, but that you have true emotions and they are valid. And just because you compare yourself to someone does not mean you're unworthy. It means that you don't know, not yet, in this moment, or that you don't know your worth. And that's totally fine. I'm starting to love those moments where I do not know my worth, because God will show me all that I am in a quick second. And I'm like, I'm back, like I'm back. And it's just like an amazing transformation. It's like this morphing into this beautiful butterfly, you know, which we all are. It's just whether we acknowledge it or not. And as queen, we should unite as this one, in this one body, because that's what we belong to, you know. There's different crowns, there's different crowns for the kings, but there is this one kingdom. So in this world, it can be really competitive and really fast, but stay close to God, and I promise you, he will encourage you. That is my piece for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay encouraged. Take it one day at a time. Now you do it with me. Let's rise daily. Peace. Some things that I like to do to grow that confidence and really gain back some ground of, I am Michaela Berry, girl. Like, what? Not like to throw shade or anything, or to like bash and be like, I'm better than you. But no, like to talk to myself in the mirror. As I said in the poem, my only competition is me in the mirror. Girl, you are Michaela Berry. You are a child of God. That's number one. Affirmations. Affirmations are so bomb. I am beautiful. I am enough. I am worth it. I am more than enough, actually. You know, stuff like this. Affirmations, number one. Number two, get off social media. Get off all influencing platforms. There's nothing wrong with indulging in these platforms. There's nothing wrong with getting influenced to do something and express yourself in a new way. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But in this time of self-care, it is very important that we get off of these platforms, and brings us to number three, to really create something that reflects us. Whether it's how we're feeling right now, it could be the most ugliest things. I have painted some really like vulgar paintings because that's how I felt in that moment, but it was a way of expressing myself in that moment. But it doesn't have to be like that, you know. It could just be in something like cooking, redecorating your room, making some new clothes, trying some new DIYs, you know, like stuff like that. Just create who you are, you know. I don't know what way or shape and form that is. You do you, okay? But that's something that I do. I'll just paint, I'll dance, I'll sing, I'll write, I'll read. Which brings us to point number 3 or 4. is to read in the Bible. We need some truth in this moment, okay? We need some truth. We need some encouragement. And the first place that we should always get that encouragement is the Bible. The Bible will literally pick you up. Jesus, Holy Spirit will literally speak through that Bible every single time and be like, baby girl, that is not even who you are. You are a queen. You are made in my image. You know? We have a crown on our heads, and we better crawl, walk, or even run sometimes. I know it's heavy, but we got to. And I quoted that from Martin Luther King. That is a beautiful, beautiful quote right there. Because no matter how we're feeling, there's a crown on our heads, and we got duty to carry. We are living for kingdom purposes. So ground yourself in that truth, which is the word. Another thing I like to do is surround myself with good people and good nourishing foods. In times like this, as emotional beings, we will emotionally eat. Not everyone does this. Some people don't eat at all, but some of us emotionally, and I say us because I will go to ice cream, brownies, and etc. But God is really straying me from that, and I'm so amazed. I am so blessed by the glory that is being revealed in me, because every time I get an emotion, a very overwhelming emotion, I will run to those things. So I'm so glad to say that He's slowly but surely working on me in that area. So go cook some nourishing foods, go work out, let those endorphins kick in. Like, that sounds so like basic to say, cliche to say, but let them endorphins run, because we gain such of there's a word for this, and I'm hoping you guys are knowing what I'm saying and I'm not just rambling on. But these are some things that I like to do. Hopefully you guys will take some of the tips. You know, it's not really a guideline, because this time can look like anything for all of us, you know, but I'm just here to encourage you. And yeah, you are not the only one. You are definitely not the only one going through these things. You are definitely not the only one worried if your boyfriend, your significant other will only have eyes for you. But the truth about that lie is that He's gonna see more than just you. He's gonna see your heart. He's gonna see your spirit. And there's no connection like that. And that's why in relationships we try to get that so much out of lust, because we know that there's a form of connection there. You know, we feel closer. We feel a closeness. And when we really allow God into our relationships and to ordain things together, we experience such a deeper vibe. That is my piece for now, guys. Literally go check out the link in the bio, kaysworld.com. Okay, your girl dropped the website. You guys go show some love and support. I would really appreciate it. Actually take that time to invest in yourself as well. This is not just a support, this is a time of investment for you. Bye.